Stop what you're doing. What if I told you the human research assistant is officially obsolete? Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are breaking down Google's massive 2026 updates to NotebookLM. This isn't just some minor app update, it's a completely autonomous workflow engine that is about to flip your daily grind totally upside down. Seriously, could one AI replace your entire research team? For years, AI was supposed to make our lives easier, but it always required us to do the heavy lifting, gathering data, structuring files, managing outputs. That manual labor was always the massive bottleneck. So Google completely flipped the script. They've built an AI that doesn't just assist you, it practically clocks in and works right alongside you. Section 1. The end of simple chatbots. Let's get right into it. You know how traditional chatbots usually just spit out flat, generic summaries of whatever you upload? Well, NotebookLM is now powered by deep context, meaning it actually connects the hidden dots. Imagine dumping hundreds of messy market reports or scattered meeting notes into a folder. Instead of giving you a superficial skim, the AI acts like a senior researcher. It cross-references all your sources and gives you incredibly detailed insights, all backed by actual citations. And the workflow itself is completely transformed. You no longer need to feed it 50 PDFs just to get started. All you need is one simple idea. Just type something like, "Help me research the future of electric cars," and boom, the AI instantly architects the entire research project right from scratch. We have all felt the pain of sifting through dozens of unreliable websites for hours on end, but NotebookLM now completely bypasses that. It scours the web automatically for trusted papers and official docs. So here is the true genius part. The AI doesn't just blindly inject facts, it places them in a secure review panel. You keep total control over the accuracy, while the AI does all the grueling legwork for you. Plus, it auto-syncs with your entire Google ecosystem. If your team updates a Google Sheet or drops a brand new brief into a shared drive folder, NotebookLM refreshes your entire workspace instantly. No more constantly re-uploading documents every time someone makes an edit. It's just always synced and always totally up to speed. Moving on to Section 2, making sense of messy data. You probably have raw data lying around that looks a lot like this. Disorganized financials, messy sales numbers, or totally chaotic survey results. We all know cleaning up spreadsheets takes hours of soul-crushing manual labor, and it's almost always the massive bottleneck slowing down every major project on your desk. So, to solve this, NotebookLM now deploys a secure Python cloud computer running completely behind the scenes. It automatically calculates graphs and discovers hidden trends without you having to write a single line of code. It cleans the data, runs the stats, and surfaces those hidden insights instantly, which means you can finally focus on actual strategy instead of wasting your day formatting spreadsheet cells. All right, Section 3, instant professional presentations and videos. Listen, your research is practically useless if you can't present it effectively, right? Well, in mere seconds, this AI transforms your raw data into highly polished business assets. We're talking fully designed PowerPoint decks, perfectly formatted Excel sheets, professional PDFs, or even raw JSON files, all generated right on demand. The productivity boost we're seeing here is absolutely massive. Older AI tools used to drive us crazy because they forced you to regenerate an entire presentation if even one single word was wrong. It was a massive waste of time, but NotebookLM now lets you surgically rewrite or redesign individual slides. Need a brand new chart on slide 7? Done. And the rest of your presentation stays perfectly intact. And Google's new Studio Hub takes this a massive step further. It turns your raw research into interactive study guides, flashcards, and comparison tables. Instead of just staring at endless walls of text, you can actually interact with visual mind maps and practice quizzes that are built directly from your trusted sources. It's a total game changer for how we absorb information. And hey, if that wasn't quite enough for you, it even generates cinematic narrated video overviews of your research. Just let that sink in for a second. You can turn complex, dense papers into highly engaging anime, papercraft, or whiteboard visual presentations automatically. For communicators and creators, this is quite literally the ultimate superpower. Which brings us to Section 4, the ultimate AI research agent. This is no longer just a simple AI that answers your questions. It is an autonomous, totally proactive research partner working around the clock. Think of it as a 24-hour-a-day employee dedicated entirely to accelerating your projects while you sleep. From finding those initial sources and writing complex Python code, to designing final presentations and narrating visual overviews, it handles the entire project lifecycle. It researches, it organizes, it analyzes, and it creates. The entire future of AI is shifting toward accomplishing complete projects from start to absolutely finished. Which brings us to the ultimate question for today's explainer. Based on these massive updates, are you ready to hand the reins over to an autonomous AI, or do you still trust the manual way? Seriously, would you trust AI to handle your massive research projects entirely from start to finish? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read as many as I can. Make sure to subscribe to stay ahead of the curve. Thanks so much for joining. Stay curious and ask yourself, if you don't use this tech, will your competitors?